Well, greetings. This is the usual weekly roundup, but we're a day ahead. We've got the times wrong.
Yeah.
And
we're outside of the Facebook group.
What's going on? We're on the Facebook page and on YouTube. Orb's on, fantastic. We get to see as well what channels you're coming in on. And Rob's on. Fantastic. So we're over here. Why are we here? Why are we here, Owen? Why are we on this channel rather than...
Well, Facebook's just having a bit of an issue.
It's having a bad few days.
Yeah.
I think it's got COVID. It's just not working, and we've been doing lives for the last few days. It keeps crashing on us. Stuff's gone wrong that we've just gone, right, let's shift it across here to YouTube. But it's cool because we're getting a mix of you coming in from Facebook and YouTube, and certainly those familiar guys from the YouTube, from the Ecamm Academy are getting a chance to see how this all works over here on different platforms. Bit different today. Normally we're talking about bringing on equipment and playing with things and discussing our week. We've got a friend with us today. So the first time we've done an interview. We've got our friend Rob Balasabas come on from the TubeBuddy. I was going to say TubeBuddy from TubeBuddy. Hey Rob, how you doing?
Hey gentlemen, this is awesome. We look like we're actually in the same place, actually.
Well, yeah, this is why I reached out and asked about a green screen, because I thought actually if you had, we could have kind of snuck you in.
I know.
We are actually here.
Next one for the next one. Yes.
Rob, why don't you just introduce yourself quickly to us and tell us who and what TubeBuddy is for those that don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey everyone, Rob Balasabas. I'm the partnership manager here at TubeBuddy, and TubeBuddy is a software for YouTube creators. And we've been around for about 7 years, and there is over 7 million channels that have installed TubeBuddy and using it. So yeah, we're just here to serve and serve YouTube creators out there. So very excited to be here with you both.
Yeah, thank you. And it is an amazing tool, and we really want to bring that. We spoke last week about YouTube. We spoke about why we're passionate about it. We want to touch on that again. But TubeBuddy is one of those tools that for us, it sits there and we're using it constantly. Or Owen very much is using this tool constantly. And so, yeah, Rob, we just said, come on, we need to get Rob on and just let people see this. And because our audience do like a giveaway, Rob's agreed to come and give us a year's subscription. So someone's going to get a chance for that. So where do people need to go, Owen?
So just to adriansalisbury.com/enter. The difference today is that we're actually asking for an email. We normally don't. It's not going to be used anywhere. It's mainly just so because we're on YouTube, we can't really message you. So we can get in touch through email.
Normally in the group we just go, give us your name, and then we can contact you there and then. But we're going to need to send an email address to Rob to say who the winner was, and someone's going to get. So Rob, what is that worth a year's subscription? You've got to do your maths now.
Yeah, a year's subscription is around $600 US. So we're going to give you guys, we're going to give the Legend plan, which is our top tier plan, gives you access to all the tools. So yeah, really excited to give that one away.
Fantastic. So guys, head over there. While we're on the live, you're going to head there. When we get about 40 minutes, we think about the 40-minute mark, Rob's going to help us. We'll just spin the wheel. We'll do our giveaway, and someone's going to get that. But you need to be on here when we call your name, else we call again. So you got to stay around.
That's right. Hopefully you'll enjoy till then. Anyway,
absolutely.
Learn a few things. Yes, it'll be good.
Come on. So YouTube. Now, Rob, I don't consider us to be YouTubers in the sort of standard form as I would see it. We're not making videos and with the purpose of sort of building up ad revenue and sponsors. We're very much, we see this as a fantastic marketing tool, and just comes out of a natural passion for teaching and doing tutorials. And as an example, I was speaking to, in fact, 2 people in the last 2 days that I've been on coaching calls with, who, when I've said, how did you find us? Because you haven't come through a standard kind of route. And they went, one of them was talking about soft boxes, and it was like a pop-up soft box to go over an LED. And he said, I just couldn't work this thing out. Went to YouTube. He said, the first video didn't really do it for me. And then I saw you as the second video. And he said, I really liked what you were saying. It made sense. And I've come through, and now I've joined your Pro Video Academy. And now I'm on a coaching call. And that is classic for us of how this works. And this is why I'm passionate about telling other people, you know, to consider YouTube as this sort of virtual shop window. Do you see that as a kind of a typical model, or is that how businesses are using this really?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of businesses that are losing. I mean, they're missing on such an opportunity with YouTube, because YouTube is usually where people go to learn something. You know, how to change a tire, or how to do certain things with software, or how to, you know, start a Facebook ad campaign, you know, how to do anything, you know, how to, you know, install a car seat, you know, for the first time. You know, I know I did, like when we had our first kid. How do you install this car seat? So, you know, people are going to YouTube for answers because they have questions. And so if you're a business and you're serving people, hopefully you are, and hopefully you're helping people with whatever pain points that is, then YouTube is a huge opportunity. I mean, it's not just for, you know, people that want to do entertainment or skits or parodies. It's for businesses as well. And to your point, Adrian, you know, there's a lot of creators that don't have websites, but they are being found on Google. And so how is that? You know, their videos are being searched and found and showing up on Google searches, because Google owns YouTube. They're cross-promoting. And so when they ask their customers, how did you find us? Oh, I found you on Google. It's like, oh, I found your YouTube videos on Google, not your website.
Well, we were just talking about this earlier, actually, about you know, SEO, and we were talking about Kajabi actually, and you know, talking about ranking pages and things. And I said, my pages never get found on front page of Google. Now that takes some doing, but I can get my videos on there. Or actually, you don't even need to be in those front three, do you? Because as soon as someone, Google knows that we would just rather watch a video to learn something.
That's right.
Than read a blog post particularly. So as soon as we come down there, oh, there's a video, and we get most of our views in that suggested feed, don't we? That you know, yes, someone's come across first of all to maybe somebody else, Justin Brown usually. And then we're sort of down there in the suggested feed next to him.
It's awesome. Like, you know, YouTube is going to cross promote and promote the YouTube videos above most of the search. It's usually when you search for anything on Google, you'll find YouTube videos near the top. And so, I mean, you're above the rest. And also, just as, you know, humans, we do prefer videos versus reading as in general, you know, in general. So
I remember finding that out years ago, actually, when I remember we were changing accounting packages, actually. And Rach said to me, my wife Rachel does all the accounts and runs that side of the business really, but she went, just have a look at this and see what you think to it. And I looked at this page of all this, and there was a video, and I kind of, it was one of those light bulb moments for me really, because I kind of went, oh, I'm just going to watch the video. And then I kind of went, actually, don't we all do that? I'd much rather sit and watch a video for 5 minutes than...
Absolutely. And even on top of that, you just build a connection with that viewer and that potential customer, client, coaching client, whatever it is, whoever it is that's, you know, you're wanting to watch your content and connect with. You just build a quicker connection with them with videos. They can read your face, they can hear your voice. You know, there's a lot happening there.
Yeah. How do you find, actually, it just made me think that then, live video, are you finding people are getting more success live, or does pre-recorded work? Do you know?
That's a good question, Adrian. I find it really depends. I think live video, and it's not one or the other. Both, they have their purposes. Live video is a great way to connect even further. You know, there's that real-time engagement. Right now we can't travel. So as we know, like the stats are all through the roof in the last year with live video. And it's just the way that people are learning now. Like it's such an awesome way to connect with their audience. And so you can use it for a number of different reasons. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here when it comes to live video, of course, but I think there's purpose to both. So if you're doing just live video, that's great. But if you are doing just live videos, then go the next step and start repurposing some of the clips from your live videos into shorter form content. I usually, Owen and Adrian, I usually sort of compare it to any people that are watching sports. Some people like the entire game, but some people like me, I like watching the highlights, at the end of the night. And so I think that the entire game in that comparison is the entire game is the full live stream. But then there's some people in your audience that don't have time to watch the entire live stream. So take the clips out and then turn that into sort of a highlight reel for your YouTube channel or LinkedIn. Or any other platform.
I tend to come at it how I enjoy it, really. And sometimes if I want, like you said, how to put a car seat in, I would be frustrated if I came to it and someone's going, "Hey, Chad, it's good to see you. How's your week been?" And "Hi, Ian." And I'm like, just get to it. So actually,
exactly.
I tend to, on YouTube, would rather go, right, I'm thinking of my audience. I'm just going to give them something, a quick answer, get to the point, and let them get on their way type thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But but the live bit, definitely, like this we're doing now, to be able to go out live like this, I think it's your audience, it's your subscriber base, isn't it, that do go, "Oh, Adrian's live. Let's go and have a look."
And as well, I think it's really, if you want to get to know someone, you can't really do that in a normal pre-recorded video comments. So it's very much a lot of the time you can be like someone could jump on the live and you could be like, "Oh, Jimmy, how's your wife?" kind of thing, or things like that. And
it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And doesn't it make you feel great? When I've suddenly got, I see Rob's live for it, and I'll go, "Oh, Rob's on. Let me jump on the live," and then you go, "Oh, Adrian's here. Adrian's great at video," and it makes I'm kind of like, "Oh, that's cool." And that's how we can work. We can kind of create that in that live video that you can't do in your pre-recorded, and make your audience feel good. So all good stuff. And I totally agree. I was just curious really whether you've noticed any people going, "We've shifted to live rather than pre-recorded," or personally I think it is, as you say, that mix really of the two. And for us it's that initial helping people out first and getting them into your world.
I mean, if you're just starting out, focus on one, whether it's live or pre-recorded. I think live is easier, to be honest. I mean, we've been doing this for a while now, and I prefer the live because there's less editing. There's no editing, really. There's a little bit of prep, but there's some, there's very little editing, and so you can kind of get away with that, and you can build a great community and a massive following just with live streams. So don't feel like you need to do pre-recorded and repurpose and all these things, because that's going to take more time and wear yourself out. So so that's the message there is start with one and focus on that. If you have the bandwidth and resources to repurpose and all that, then definitely go for it.
James is saying live is more fun. Something to make it feel more real. Absolutely. Spirit Throw Me a Bone says, "Agreed, life is easier, especially if you don't have editing skills." I mean, some of the guys we talked to have got whole teams that just sort of take that and split it and send it out, and I think,
I know.
That's Owen.
That'd be nice to have. The other thing about live streams, guys, is it really builds your authority in my point of view. If like Adrian or Owen, if you guys are sitting here, once a week and you're fielding questions and people are throwing questions at you and you're answering them at high quality, like bringing value, people are going to be like, these guys know their stuff. There's no prep. These guys can answer. They know their stuff, right? And so if you're out there creating live content and you're doing Q&A and those sorts of content, people are like, you're going to quickly build authority. You're going to be the expert in your lane very quickly that way.
Yeah. And Ethan's just saying there a good point that, if you're doing live streaming, where do you get your audience? I do think that is the thing with it, isn't it? Is talking about your topic is not going to get seen as quickly and easily as that little how to put your seat in a car type video that will just, so again, that mix of both really. We do this. Have you seen Chris and Becky at all? Their YouTube channel. They do a lot of video editing and stuff, and I've kind of fallen in love with these guys, and I've watched their videos. Nice. And so I came in originally going, okay, I really like the style. I'm interested in how they're editing their videos. Yeah. And now I look forward to going, oh, they've just posted another video, and I don't care what it's on. I kind of feel like I've got this relationship with them. It's like some stalker, like millions of other people following them, but
Yeah. That's a good point to call out there, Adrian. A lot of people that are starting on YouTube or just creating content, they're like, I think the toughest type of content or toughest vertical is our vlogs, because vlogs are you're selling on your personality and who you are and your lifestyle, which a lot of people, if they don't know you, they don't really care, right? But if you are, like the sort of educational content, I feel like that is one of the easiest sort of vertical to get started with, because that's what people are looking for. And to your point there, Chris and Becky, so you came there because you're looking for some type of specific, you had a question, and then now they've answered your question, but now you got to know them a little bit, and so now you're coming there for their personality.
If they were doing lives and recognized me, I'd be like, oh. So it's the other side of it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. There's a few great comments and things coming in here as well. I'm just thinking, Rob, how then, so I think we mentioned it earlier, really, with the idea of it can seem really overwhelming, all of this stuff. You're here with TubeBuddy. Does TubeBuddy help make life easier for us then? Or somebody watching is thinking, okay, I've never been on YouTube. I've never really considered it. I'm liking this idea of getting in front of customers. Where do I start? What videos do I make? And this kind of stuff must be all going through the minds.
Yeah. I mean, we can jump into my screen if you guys want, but there's so many there's over 80 different tools here, ladies and gentlemen, in the audience. There's over 80 different tools when it comes to TubeBuddy. So, if you can start, there's a few tools that I would suggest that you get started with, especially if you're just starting on YouTube or if you're just starting on using TubeBuddy in general. So I see that my screen is here. So awesome. So there is so TubeBuddy there's 3 different ways to access TubeBuddy. There's the Chrome plugin or the browser plugin. It's available on all browsers. So you just go to, Adrian and Owen, they have a link, so you can go and install it for free. We also have an actual browser site, so you can go to tubebuddy.com and log in, and there's a bunch of other tools there. And then we also have a mobile app. So mobile app is very popular. It gives you milestones. It gives you all these, you can track your videos and all these things as well. And so I'm just showing you guys my browser here, and this is our YouTube channel. And so you'll see here, once you install TubeBuddy, you'll see on the top right, there's this little TubeBuddy sort of icon button here. And this is our quick menu here. So if you click into it, it opens up a bunch of options, sort of a little bit of a feed here of our newest updates and any tool updates. We have some industry news here. A lot of it comes through TubeFilter. And then also milestones, which is really fun. This is really popular. You might see this on social media quite a fair bit, but it gives you milestones that you can share and your community.
We saw that. I was supposed to congratulate you on that. Yes,
thanks.
5,000 subs, fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's kind of a fun way to have your community and your audience rally around you and celebrate with you and celebrate the wins along the way to the big milestones that you see the silver play button that Adrian and Owen have. Everybody gets there. So those are just some of the updates there. On the right-hand side, the thing with the reason why we built this out this way is that TubeBuddy didn't used to be inside of TubeBuddy of YouTube. It used to be separate. It still is. You can still access it this way. Access it through TubeBuddy.com. But we're like, let's make it easier for creators out there. We have a direct partnership with YouTube and Google. So we overlaid TubeBuddy on top of YouTube. And so now anything that you need TubeBuddy tools for, it's going to be inside of YouTube on youtube.com and also in the studio. So the reason here, the first top little bit here is that we made quick links because YouTube, if you are on YouTube and creating, you'll notice that there's a lot of pages and a lot of places to go in your YouTube backend. And so we've made shortcuts for that. Right below that, some extension tools. So these are the tools that you can find here directly inside of YouTube that are TubeBuddy tools. And then below that, there's some website tools. So now these are more heavier loaded tools, more advanced tools that you can find inside of your TubeBuddy.com site. So there's some things there. So again, quick links. So if I go to to comments, that'll take me directly to all my comments. So this is one of my favorite tools, guys, is canned comments. And so even for a smaller channel, you may be getting maybe 5, 10, 20 comments a day. I mean, that is a lot for a solo creator, right? And so what we've done here is we've actually created canned responses. And so if I click on anywhere where you see this little TubeBuddy icon on YouTube, once you've installed TubeBuddy, you can click into it. And usually it opens up one of our tools that makes sense for that page that you're on. And so for us, there's canned comments or canned responses. So, if you have frequently asked questions, hey, what's that website address? Or hey, Owen, where can I find that PDF guide on how to get started with YouTube? Hey, where do I sign up for that free course?
The link to that light you're using, and
Exactly. Yes. So all of these, hey, here's my resource page to get all my tools and equipment. So whatever those questions are, even general comments where they're not asking a question, but you want to make sure you engage, right? Because that's a best practice on YouTube. You want to make sure you engage and start conversations with your commenters and your subscribers. And so you can set up here, you'll see that I have a thanks general, these are just thanks for coming by, whatever those comments are. And if you click into them, if I click on one of these, there it is. So it already drops it in. And so I can create as many as I want. So if I click on here and click the gearbox icon, it takes me into my TubeBuddy account right here. And I can create additional canned responses, right? So whatever those may be. So whether it's yourself or if you have a virtual assistant or an assistant that handles your commenting and your engagement for your community, for your channel, then they can just go in here and create as many canned responses as possible. The nice thing about here as well, I'm going to go back to the comments here. I spent a bit of time here because I think this is really important, especially for newer channels. They kind of they're focused on views and subscribers, Adrian and Owen. And so one of the best practices, even if you have 1 or 2 comments coming in when you start your channel, engage with them, start the conversation. Everything starts with that first subscriber, that first follower. And so don't just underestimate that.
Aren't they, that you actually do respond? The amount of times I've had people say, wow, you actually reply.
It definitely sets you apart, so so make sure that you're responding. So you can go in here again in the comments page right here. You'll see that there's a TubeBuddy icon, this red icon right here. So that tells me that there's something here around TubeBuddy. There's a TubeBuddy tool that I can use. So if you explore a bit, you can click the drop down. It won't zoom in, but what you can do here is you can actually filter your comments. So for example, I can filter for comments that contain a question, right? And so I can do that. And then so what that does is it brings up, if you're thinking about, one of the questions that people have is like, what should I create videos around? And so filter for comments that have questions. That's just such a natural fit for you created a video, and then now it's enticing more questions that you can then create more videos around. And so it just kind of keeps on going. So it contains a question, contains, if you have a Patreon a page or account, you can connect Patreon to TubeBuddy, and you can actually filter by Patreon subscribers that are also commenting. So if you want to sort of reply to them first, so there's a bunch of different filters here, but usually I just filter for comments that have a question or have not been responded to, and then use canned responses there.
Excellent. That's a great idea. So actually to be creating some broader, so for us, video equipment, and actually looking out at what does it tend to be that people are searching for and asking, more specifically, just I hadn't thought. I mean, I recommend to people as well to go and find, I say, a competitor in the someone else that's in your niche doing the same thing as you. Go and have a look at their videos and look down their comments at what people. It's the same as looking on Amazon at reviews and things like that. You can hunt all kinds of places for potential videos, can't you? Questions that people are genuinely asking for. That's really powerful. Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. All right, let me show you guys a couple more things, if that's cool. Adrian, Owen.
Can we have a look at the search tool? If somebody's going, what do I do? Because actually it can make a real difference, can't it, on even the way you phrase that question.
Yeah, absolutely. So so we do have the Keyword Explorer tool. So if you click on the TubeBuddy icon again from YouTube, then you can click down here under Extension Tools, Keyword Explorer, and that will open this up right here. Before we jump in and start doing some keyword research here, a lot of people, I want to point this out, a lot of people actually don't realize that there is a what's trending section here. And you can actually filter this based on countries. So for some reason, it defaults to the UK for me, but so you can actually see what are people searching from different parts of the world. And so if you're targeting more local, I guess local in terms of countries, then you can kind of see, okay, well, for example, if you're targeting for viewers in Mexico, and because that's kind of where your audience is, then you can see what they are searching, what's trending there right now. And so if I click into this, it goes in instantly into Keyword Explorer for that particular keyword. And we can see here, I mean, we'll dive into this more, but you can see here that over the last 30 days, the trend for the search from Mexico is spiking, right? And so, if your audience is from Mexico or Spanish speaking, NFL Draft 2021 is a very hot topic right now, FYI. So you may want to jump on that trend if your channel has some relation to that. So yeah, very, very important. And a lot of people just don't notice that. They kind of just default to going into the Keyword Explorer right away. So let's jump into some keyword. What's a topic that some of the viewers might be going after?
Yeah, we'll ask in the comments a minute. Give us an example of a business or a niche that some of you guys are in, and let's just have a think about it and see where you could go. Because I think while people are just coming in on that, it's really, to my mind, it's about understanding your audience, right, Rob? That it's sort of going, okay, I know that someone, like for me, an online course creator, for instance, is really what I would say would be one of my main niches. So what kind of pains, what things are they typing in right now that they're struggling with that I can get in front of and help them with? And it might not be direct. Andrew Sweeney virtual tours. That's what I used to do, Andrew.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
So I'm trying to think, crypto, careers in finance. Anything, can you see these, Rob? Anything jump out?
Yeah. Let's go into let's go into virtual tours. Let's go for that one.
Okay.
Let's see. Who is
that?
Oh, that was
in front of potential customers who would want virtual tours.
Yeah. So Andrew, give us some context on who you're looking to get in front of, because virtual tours can be sort of all sorts of things, but I'm thinking real estate, realtors, looking to hire a photographer or videographer to create virtual tours of the properties you're selling. That's kind of where my head goes. So let's go into that. So this is sort of like the way that I do this. Everybody has their own sort of approach to Keyword Explorer and keyword research, but I just go with the most broadest terms. So virtual tours. Kind of pause at this, and again, it auto completes and auto suggests because we have direct access to YouTube and Google data. So this is the same sort of thing that happens when you search on YouTube or Google. Gives you some suggestions here. So
Andrew's, sorry,
virtual
Rob,
tours.
Just spotted Andrew's just said in the comments, real estate is his space. So yeah, as we get into it, just to give you a bit of context.
Perfect. That makes sense. So I just search virtual tours and kind of see what that looks like. All right, so we're seeing some movement in interest over time. I'm just going to get my marker here, and we have some related searches here as well, right? There's weighted and unweighted. So there's two different types of results here: weighted and unweighted. Let's start with that first. Unweighted, you'll see, is essentially what the score is and how competitive and how much search volume this keyword has in general on YouTube. The weighted score takes into account your channel. So your data, the videos you're uploading, the tags you've used, titles, your view numbers, all of that data, it takes into account and gives you a specific score. So if we were talking about camera gear, for example, and Owen and Adrian, they did a search for a specific camera, and I did a specific search for that same keyword for my channel, Owen and Adrian would have a much better score because their channel is more related to cameras and gear, right? So this is very unique, very individual. And so virtual tours, first of all, comes up as fair. So, I can tell that it's already too short. So that means that I need to create a longer tail keyword. So for those of you, it's just a longer term, right? And so a longer tail keyword. So
Rob, sorry, could you just show us where the analytics below it, just to show where it gets to fair?
Of course. And absolutely.
Am I right in saying that the weighted section is a pro license?
That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yes.
So you can do the bulk of this on the free license.
Yep.
But then these are features that are part of the pro.
That's right. Yeah. So the unweighted is available for the free, unlimited, and then the weighted is on the pro or higher. Yep.
Good point. Thanks.
Exactly. But yeah, thanks, Adrian. So yeah, so this score right here, and the way that you look at this sort of meter is just like a traffic light. That's how Andrew from our team refers to it as. So if it's red, then that means slow down or stop. If it's green, then it's all good. Like, go for it, right? That's our suggestion. So that's the most simple way to look at that. So we can tell here, obviously, virtual tours. We're looking at my personal channel right now. So I don't really talk too much about virtual tours or anything around that topic. So it gives me a very low score because I still do talk about, videography and, sort of content around that, but just not directly to virtual tours. Next question you would have, most likely, is where does this score come from? How is that determined? And so, the long answer to this is that it's based on a ton of different data and algorithms and data points. But what TubeBuddy tries to do is try to simplify that, for the general YouTube creator community. And so we show three data points to look at. So search volume, how much searches is happening per month. Competition, so how competitive is this keyword? How big are the other channels that are already ranking for this keyword? And then optimization, so how many of the videos that are on YouTube that are available that YouTube is serving to the searcher, how optimized or how relevant are those videos to the actual search? So what that means is if somebody's searching virtual tours, is YouTube finding actual videos that are related to virtual tours, or do they need to kind of reach deeper just to serve something to the audience? So that's where that is. So we can see here that most of the meters here are red, yellow, orange. Optimization is green. So for me, I would probably not do this video, obviously. I would probably look for a longer tail keyword, so a longer keyword phrase, so that I would have, I would have more opportunities to rank.
You can see actually, Rob, just by looking on the right side there, that if that's the most popular search is virtual tours of famous places, and you're considering virtual tours for real estate, massively different, aren't they? So this idea of getting that longer tail, niching down, makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So you got to niche down on the search for sure. So, if I'm a videographer, and you want to, get people to do searches. So there's a couple different approaches here, right? So you have to kind of understand the viewer as well. So this is a bit of a marketing aspect to it. But if you're doing virtual tours, you may want one approach, maybe you want realtors in a local market. I live in Vancouver. So you may want to title virtual tours in Vancouver, because thinking that the real estate agents out here in Vancouver might be looking at virtual tours on YouTube just to see who is creating virtual tours. You may create a tutorial on how to create a virtual tour for properties for sale, which is a different approach. That approach is a little bit different because you're trying to educate the realtors how to create virtual tours by themselves. So and then hopefully maybe they realize it's a lot of work and then hire you.
I was just going to say, I don't see any harm in that personally. I think it's almost it's a good way for people to get overwhelmed by it, that they go, I really love that, but there's no way I've got the time for it, so I'm going to hire these guys who clearly know what they're talking about.
Exactly. So if I kind of tweak the search a bit, this is sort of what I would probably try and do and explore, is how to create a virtual tour on my website with iPhone, with a 360 camera for real estate right here. So let's see that keyword. All right, so a lot more volume. So there's a lot of searches happening. You can see here, search happening. Competition is poor. So what that means is that it's poor for me as the searcher. So that means that there's already tough competition out there on the market. But the optimization is okay. So it means that the results that are showing up for the searcher is not really super connected. So there might be some opportunities there, but it is quite far off. The other thing here that I wanted to point out is that in the weighted search results, there's three little bar graphs here. So there's the average views. So this first one on the very left is the average views of all the videos that are being ranked in the top 20 search results. The middle number here is the sort of the cost to play, right? So this is sort of the minimum average views to even have a chance, as per our suggestion in our algorithm, to rank in the top search results. And then on the right-hand side here with my test channel, this would be where your average views will show up. And so it gives you an indication of like, okay, am I at this stage? Can my channel sort of take on the competition that's already out there with the content, or should I keep looking for a little bit of a better opportunity, right? So I want to make sure that that's pointed out.
Super powerful.
Yeah. So if we look at
this page as well, actually seeing the results and seeing what is coming up for that phrase.
Exactly. Yeah. So I always look into the search results page here, this tab. You can kind of see a couple things. You see the 360 guy. He owns 3 of the top 20 search results. So he's crushing it here. So here it is, how to create a virtual tour for real estate. You can see the number of views as well. You can see the title.
It does kind of give you a feel for, is this a phrase to go after or not? Or is there even an interest in it? You see some, start seeing some high numbers of searches or views, and you think, okay, there's a lot of people that are interested and asking.
Yeah, exactly, Adrian. Yeah, so you can kind of see, yeah, like the word we use is the appetite, right? This is sort of the appetite of the searches that are happening.
Yeah.
So if I did a really good video that's around this topic, like this could be the potential number of views. Some of the videos that are ranking, this is what they're getting.
Yeah.
What we also do here, just for visual to make it easy, is that you see the yellow highlights. There's a really, really deep yellow, and then there's sort of the lighter yellow here.
Okay. Yes.
So yeah, so the difference here with the deep yellow, that means it's an exact match to what I'm searching, or
Wow,
sort of the
yes.
keyword that I'm going after,
Yeah.
right? So that's there. The lighter yellow here is just partial matches. So create, virtual tour, right? And also we are highlighting it in the description as well. So you see this is the title. And then right below it in smaller font is sort of the first 200 characters of the description. Because that's important. YouTube is looking there, right?
Yeah.
YouTube is looking at that. So if you scroll down here, the other thing that I'm looking at ahead of time is thinking of thumbnails.
Yeah.
So the first thing you want to do with your videos is you, of course, want to rank in search. So that's great. So we're working towards that. The next thing is that once you rank in search, you want your videos to be clicked on. And so you want to look at what are the other videos that are ranking, so that maybe I can stand out, or kind of do something a little bit different. If there's I do a lot of LinkedIn videos, Adrian and Owen, and so the thumbnails are very blue. There's usually blue and headshots. So I'll create a yellow thumbnail, purple thumbnail, because it'll stand out. And you kind of have to just do a little bit of research there.
Yep,
so
this is what is coming down that right column, isn't it? What we said earlier. People might have come across to YouTube from seeing those 3 videos, and you didn't have to get there. But if you can stand out in that right column, it makes a big deal, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, definitely.
Rob, I hate to hurry you.
Yeah, I know. We are over time. We're over time.
No, we're Owen, do you want to just put up again the link? I'm just thinking we need to do our prize draw soon. I'm really excited, guys. If you've come on here recently, well, just let me tell this bit first, and then you can go off and sort it. Not you, Rob. AdrianSalisbury.com/enter. Head over there. It's just a simple little Google form that we've done. Owen's about to pull all the names in from it. And we're going to do a little giveaway, and Rob is giving away a year's, the top level, all the bells and whistles. You got a year's license to TubeBuddy. So head over there, because we're about to call time on it, and only the names that are in, and you do need to be on the live. So if we call your name and you're not here, then we'll go on to somebody else. So head over there first. Just to say, Rob's, we're going to do this prize, and then we're going to just carry on, Owen and I, and just talk a little bit about the YouTube Academy. But really excited that Rob's actually going to be showing up and doing a session with us inside the Academy, where we'll can go even deeper than this, and really kind of get into some phrases and see what comes out and what works. But you can see it's massive. It's such a great tool, Rob. It is too much for us to cover on a kind of 30 minutes or so, but it just whets your appetite to, and I think from both sides, from not really knowing what you're looking at for searches and ideas and inspiration, but then also, just as you've shown, just that day-to-day management of a channel, so it doesn't become a big beast that you go, this is such a pain, I don't get a chance to do it. So there's so much in here. Yeah, absolutely love it. Andrew says, are there any online tutorials on TubeBuddy? Yes, you've got a fantastic channel, haven't you?
Yeah. Just Andrew, just head over to youtube.com/TubeBuddy. And then from there, the first playlist, it's new to TubeBuddy. That's the first one to start with.
Yeah. I've got some, Andrew's done some fantastic videos over there.
Yeah. And
awesome.
I can't quite remember the name of it, but I believe if it's still there, there's a page, I want to say TubeBuddy.com/ I want to say tools, where it is
yes
tools and a tutorial on them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you just go to that, yes, that's right. That's exactly it. I had to look, but Owen is on top of it. So, yes, TubeBuddy.com/tools, and it gives you everything there. There's videos for every tool. So, yeah, for sure. And then we have a support team as well. So don't hesitate to reach out. Our support team is fantastic, and they'll be able to answer your question. But Owen, that's incredible. That's very impressive, actually, that you remember the URL.
And if you want to get, so when you've finished and you've gone over to enter, because we need to kind of call time on that, really, don't we?
Yeah.
And you can be pulling those people in.
So I've now copied them. Any entries from now aren't gonna come in.
Okay. He's tough over here.
Yeah.
Strict in our house. We're going to share these in then.
Yep.
These are the names that are in. Awesome. We're going to. We kind of need Rob to count this down almost, don't we, or something?
All right, look at this.
It's exciting.
This is so fun.
So let's. So this is just double check. Well, this is where we did this the other day, and there were people going, "My name's not in the list," and I just entered it. So how many names have we got? 48.
48.
And wow.
To make sure it's fair, let's shuffle them a couple times.
Let's shuffle it.
Aubrey's excited. Paul's asking, what's the URL? Can we just drag Paul in quickly if he's not there? Just write him at the bottom. I think it's Paul William Ellis is in.
Yeah.
Paul, you're in, don't worry. Jennifer saying this session has completely changed my thinking on how to use YouTube. Thank you so much. Awesome, Jennifer. Stay here a bit longer because we're going to talk about the YouTube Academy and how we can really make this easy for you. So, okay, go on, Rob. Count us down. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
And we'll hit them.
3, 2, 1. It's got sound effects and everything. It's awesome.
Definitely to it. Oh, Alicia.
It's a bit too small for me to read.
Natasha.
Oh,
Is Natasha here?
So yeah. Now let's see if Natasha is here. Brian's here. No, Brian, you're not Natasha. Come on, we're all if Natasha doesn't show up. Did we test the delay earlier? Actually, Alicia was so close. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, Natasha!
Yes. Natasha's here. Awesome! Congrats.
So Natasha, we will. Well, actually, we know it, Natasha.
Yeah.
I think you've been in the group, so we'll get that across to you. So Natasha, you've just got yourself there a year's access to the top level TubeBuddy, thanks to Rob and the team.
Congrats.
Rob's saying we have if you head over to adriansalisbury.com/TubeBuddy and have a look there, you'll take you over to the page. But if you're using our code when you get there, you can get 20% off anything. I was just double checking before I said 20. Actually, well, if it's like 10%, and Rob's going, no.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
So you can head over there anyway and have a look at that. But Rob, thank you so much for coming on and being an excellent first guest.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. Awesome. This is great, and we'll see you inside the academy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to that one. We'll give you access in the group anyway, and you can have a look and see what's going on in there. And would value your input and some more insights.
All right.
Sorry, beautiful. Guys, that we didn't get to all the questions. Maybe we could almost do this, every quarter, Rob, and just sort of come
do it again
and really kind of dig in. But yeah, no, thank you so much, Rob.
Love to. Would love to.
Release you. I know you've got a busy day or a busy schedule. You're an important man.
No. Thank you, guys. This has been great, and we'll see you all inside the academy. And thanks again.
Excellent. Thanks so much.
Take care.
All right.
Take care.
Bye then. Okay. Fantastic. We love Rob. He's a great guy. Just to say then that on that front, I mean, we use TubeBuddy is a tool that we're using all the time, and it's like all our other academies and things. We're only telling you things that we use, but we reached out to Rob and just said, would he come on? Would he help us? Would he come into the academy? And I'm very much. So I mean, let's talk a minute about the academy. The YouTube Academy is our next one that's coming up. So a lot of you are in our Ecamm Academy right now. the YouTube Academy is coming up and starting a week on Monday on the 10th. Doors are open now, so you can come and join us in there. We've got a sales page, which is not open actually. Sorry, we're still in all the other ones. Let's bring this up and just walk you through it. The idea really is, if you caught me at the top of the live, I know some of you have been sort of coming and going. Honestly, we're finding time and time again customers that we have in our Pro Video Academy, and we start talking. When I get on a call with them, or how did you discover us? How did you find us? Almost every time they will say it started with a YouTube video. And a complete range, isn't it? From doing light reviews and setup tutorials and things. A lot of eCam related ones, obviously. And like all of our academies, it really comes out of me saying, this is what's working here. So I want to teach other people how to do it. And YouTube is absolutely hands down the marketing tool that's working for us. And unlike Facebook ads that you do it and then once your ads campaign's finished, we don't talk about Facebook ads at the minute anyway, do we?
No. Facebook groups.
No, that's right. Definitely not Facebook groups right now. But once that campaign's finished, that's kind of it. But you make a YouTube video, and we've still got them 5 years on. People going, "Oh, thanks for showing me how to set up that camera," or and they're then just coming in and they're going, "Oh, we like this guy. What else does he do? Oh, he teaches on that." And
even like, for example, there was a softbox video that I wouldn't have thought even was still kind of, obviously it's still there, but I wouldn't have thought it was still getting traction to it. And someone came in 2 days ago and was like, "I found you on YouTube." And
it's amazing.
No other platform would that happen.
No. And it's not a sales message. It's not an advert that we're putting out. We're genuinely just getting out and serving people. And they're saying very naturally, "Thank you for that video. Is there more?" Yes, there's a course over here that you can come and join. So we're super passionate about YouTube. Sorry, I'll let you just pull me up the right window. Oh, that's because we moved this. It's probably easy to grab that. So let me just quickly walk you through our YouTube Academy. What is the YouTube Academy, and is it something for you? The doors are open right now. And so you can head over here, adriansalisbury.com/YouTube Academy. And this is what we're...
And there's a hyphen in between YouTube and Academy, by the way.
Yes, sorry. So it's a live event. Many of you now are in our eCam Academy. So it's going to run the same way. And it starts the 10th to the 21st of May. It's $129. And actually everyone that's in, Rob's just confirmed for us that we're going to be able to give a 3-month, a 90-day trial to YouTube for everyone that's in. And that's got to be worth over $100 itself, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I may be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say it's a legend trial. So that's $150 a month if you were paying month by month.
Yeah, amazing. So
sorry, not 150 total, not 150 a month.
Sorry, so even in that, there's your kind of money back if you needed it. So this is me just saying about why I do what we do. We need to update that. So it's not Andrew coming in this time. It's going to be Rob that's coming in to join us. So very loosely, this is what happens across the Academy itself. Day one, we are looking at saying preparing your channel. It's very much it's before we get to YouTube. It's me having a chat with you and saying, right, what types of videos should you be making that are working? What are the videos that our customers are finding us through? And typically they are how-to videos and review videos. And kind of a lot of other experts will say, "Oh, don't give all that away," Honestly, we're finding people reward us for the fact that we are giving so much information away. So that's day one. When we say preparing your channel, it really is the planning and before you start putting any pieces together in YouTube, what types of videos should you be making? And you're going to come out with a list. I reckon you could easily create 6 months worth of weekly content from just going through this process of working through.
Yeah.
Day 2, building your channel out. This is actually, in fact, does this Kajabi page, are we on it? Nope. Oh, for goodness sake, I've got to log into my own account. We'll leave that one there.
Yep.
I thought we got it open. So building out your channel. This is everything that you need there for the channel. Yep. Channel art. It's not called that anymore, is it? Banner along the top there. All these names keep changing on YouTube.
Yep.
Your thumbnails. Thought about what type of icon should you have? What type of name should you be having? That's all in day 2. Day three, we're going to script out 2 videos.
Yep.
First one being
your channel trailer. So especially if you're on YouTube, I mean, you won't be able to see it now, but maybe if you sign out of YouTube and go onto your channel, you'll see a kind of, hi, welcome to my channel video.
Yeah.
And that is your channel trailer. It's really, I can't remember off the top of my head the number. I want to say 40% of people, I'm probably wrong on that one.
Coming back to it.
Yeah, they won't subscribe on the video, but they'll go to your channel page, check it out a bit, and really that's where...
The last time I heard that, somebody said it was 70%. It's as high as that.
Yeah.
So rather than watching your video and hitting subscribe, they will go, hang on a minute, is this person worth subscribing? Yeah. And they'll go off and look at your channel, your homepage.
Yeah. And I know for me, if I was going to subscribe to someone, maybe they did a really good video. I kind of want to know that. So say, for example, yesterday I subscribed to someone because they were doing something on Apple Motion, which I was trying to learn. And so basically I wanted to go onto I went onto their channel and was like, is this just a one-off video on this? Or is it a constant theme, I guess, that they keep going after? And once I saw it as a constant one, I'm like, well, I need to be subscribed to this because I need to know what's going on.
Yeah. And that it only pops up once, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit deep now, but it's just there as a first time somebody comes to your channel type thing. So we're going to record one of those. We're going to record another video, and we're taking the day to script it and do it properly. Next day, day 4, we're going to be recording that.
Yeah.
And then day 5, uploading it and promoting it, all the stuff that you need to do.
Yeah.
And then into the follow. So each of these is a set of videos being released each day across this first week. And you've got those videos for life. And we're updating them as we need to, and you will get all those updates as well.
Yeah, and I do just want to point out as well, I can't remember quite if it was the end of day 4 or the start of day 5. There was also a quick video on how to edit them kind of thing, or like a quick editing one on it. So it's not just recording, uploading, but I don't know what to do in between. We do cover that as well.
Yep. And then day 6 is really... once you're up and going, it's milestones that when you hit this many, you can monetize it. And when you do this, you can have your own unique name and all these different bits that aren't for now to get you going, but they're there as a part of that next week, really.
Yeah.
And then during that next week is when Rob, who's just been on with us, is going to come in and do a live session, again, showing us how we can use TubeBuddy to do all this cool stuff. So I think that's pretty much it on that page. There's testimonials. We get a lot of praise, and people are loving the training that we're doing.
Yeah. We actually need to update this as well.
Yeah, we do.
That's 119, I believe, now.
Yeah, 120, I think we're in.
Okay.
Not that I'm counting. Yeah, lots of people loving the course, loving the training. So do come and join us. The doors are open right now. AdrianSalisbury.com/YouTube Academy, and there's nothing really in there other than getting into the group, saying hello, letting people have a look at your YouTube channel if you want to now. But yeah, we really want to get you going. This is establishing. You're going to come out at the end of this academy totally knowing what you need to do. You'll have a channel that's been put up. We're going to be on lives every day. Reviewing your channels. So as you do different banners, change the words around, your about page, all of these things, we're going to be bringing them up on the lives and giving you some real feedback as to what you should be doing. So you should come out the end of it with a channel, and I reckon you could have easily 6 months worth of videos that you know you need to make, and you're going to get found, and we'll give you tips going forwards and all of that stuff. Yeah, Ellen, you should be. This is another fantastic course.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's my favourite. I've got to say, I think it's my favourite
yes.
course.
Well, this is you, isn't it?
Yeah,
you love the...
Yeah.
Which is why I think Owen's going to be on with me on a lot of these lives. And because you know a lot of this stuff better than me. I tend to record the video and then I'm handing it over to Owen, and this is very much your department, and you love that side of it, really. Yeah. So don't be surprised to see Owen answering more questions than me when we get on.
Yeah, and we are also going to be following along. So like when you're looking at your channel icon, we're going to be kind of looking at ours as well, being like, is there anything in here we want to change? The same with the banner and scripting the videos. We're going to script a new channel trailer and also another video and that kind of thing. So we'll be going along with you. It's not just a kind of...
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. Owen said that earlier. I said I'm going to be recording some new videos on Monday, and Owen said, well, why don't we hang on and actually do this? Let's check that, do we need to update this? We haven't actually updated anything really on there since probably November last year when we did the last Academy.
Apart from, well, I think we've changed, I think we've changed the channel icon, kind of thing.
Yeah, all right.
But apart from that,
So let's jump across to a few comments on here then. Where's our do comments? We didn't get time to set the stream deck up. So how often is it offered? We're doing it 4 times a year, Shelley.
Yeah. Or this year 3 times, because we didn't do it last time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's very true.
So it's actually it's more scarce this year.
But not going forwards.
No,
we've missed the scarce bit. Yeah. So I know Darren, for instance, wanted us to be doing this in January, and we were looking at whether it worked to do it as many times, and we realised there is demand for it. In fact, we've got a friend, another coach that we know of, who she teaches her own community and loves this training so much. She's actually bought a block of spaces, 30 spaces that she's bought as a bonus for her own training course. So before we'd even opened, we got 30 people that were signed up for it, and I love that they're kind of going, I know that my students need this training to get them going and to get building their courses. So it comes up 4 times a year. So the next one, August, will be a Salisbury groupie. Ellen, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Yes, you need an Owen, but he's not for sale. Need to come up with a catchy slogan. Yep. Come on, that perfect. Come in and let us throw in your ideas. It's the sort of thing that goes on in the community. Is people saying, here's 4 icons, what do you think I should be using?
And actually we've also had as well people like with a slogan, we've had people say, okay, I've got these, they've made a poll and people have voted on them and said, actually I prefer this one.
Still struggling, Tana, with the camera again and behind an Ecamm Academy as a result. Entirely up to you. If I don't want to encourage you, I don't want to stress you out. But this is, like with Ecamm, we have people that have come through Ecamm, and they're not there, and I don't know that you need to be in that sense. You've kind of learnt some of the skills. You can go back to the Ecamm bits. And the same with YouTube. You come and learn it. You can have a play with it. It's not meaning that you've got to get started straight away building out these videos. We just want you to go through it and see what's there. And it's a great couple of weeks, but no problem at all if you want to hang on. Natasha's just signed up. Come on. We'll be teaching Salisbury Magic. Darren Lee's coming in as well. Fantastic. Good stuff. Yes. Somebody did ask about the alumni. So what we do, Rich was just asking, the alumni email came out today. You need to go hunting for that, Rich. I know you were asking me about it. So, but what we do, for those that don't know, is once you've been through once, you can come back as an alumni, but we only have 20 spaces available, because actually what we haven't said is that we cap this at 150 plus those alumni. because we're very keen to keep this small enough that we don't want you to be posting in your channel, and we've got too big a group that actually you're not getting any eyes on or any opinions back about yours. So we deliberately are capping it, which is why we can't offer a whole load of alumni spaces. Yeah, come on, Ian. Awesome. Yeah, totally. And the two really go together, Ian. You know, this is you practicing on camera and getting going. Thankfully, you've already got a camera and you're sorted on that front. It is a huge learning curve, and this is your business. This is your future, really. And all we're saying is this is what's working for us. Recommending you come and give it a go. Right, we're 8:05. Ian's, that's right, Taylor. Come in 3 months if you like, no problem at all. Should I sign back up the alumni discount and you'll make me take to another level? You're very welcome to do that. Have you used conversion.ai? No. Don't know anything about that one, I'm afraid. Interesting.
We'll have to write that down to look at it.
Yeah. Rich is in. Phew.
Great.
AO's back. Come on, Paul. Can't remember which ones. Is there a place I can go to find out? Yes, Paul, if you go to adriansalisbury.com/login, you will see all of the academies that you've bought will be listed there. Where do we sign up? Have we actually got the link for it, or are we popping in?
Yeah, we had.
Well, most of you know because you were in with me in Ecamm. We haven't even eaten yet. It's 8:00 at night, and we just went. We're not ready. Do you like the new scenes that we've got? We've put these new frames in here for you. It's all right. I'm just watching Owen typing. Well done. Yeah, good man. So this is the address for you to head to adriansalisbury.com/YouTube-academy. Or if you just go to adriansalisbury.com.
There's a big logo.
Yeah, but I haven't changed that page over.
Yeah, you have, because it goes to the link.
Definitely?
Yep.
Okay, good. It does. So just go to adriansalisbury.com, and on that homepage are all of our academies.
Yeah.
Thank you, Natasha. Liking the frames. It's this man here.
It's down, isn't it?
Sorry,
you're up here.
This man here, yeah. And Owen was creating. I'm talking a bit Ecamm now because most of you are Ecamm. Owen's been making these, saved them out from his computer, brought them in here.
Yeah.
Didn't go quite as smooth as.
No, it really didn't.
The camera wasn't even coming in, was it? Weirdly, and all of this stuff.
So we had to delete them all and remake them.
Are we going to keep them? I like them.
I think.
Did you find it restrictive at all, or?
I think there's parts that I'm a bit about, but I think altogether we can play with it.
Looks smart. We look like we've just gone up a league. Looks like we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you should teach this.
Oh, yeah. Do you still offer one-to-one consulting? Yes, to existing customers. So yes, Sandra. Yeah. If you head into your academy, you've already been through this. You've been through Ecamm, certainly, Sandra, haven't you? And I think you've done YouTube. Down the right-hand side, there's a little link there to book a call with me if you want to. All right. I think we need to wrap this up, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know how many lives we've done in the last couple of weeks, but I am getting ready for the weekend. Big finale in the Ecamm community.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Means a lot of work for you.
In the Ecamm Live Academy.
Yeah, in the academy. Yeah, sorry.
It's confusing when there's actually the community.
Yeah.
We're not doing it in there. Don't worry.
So yeah. All right. So thank you so much. We will. I'm going to come on as well and do another little webinar on Tuesday next week, just talking about really much the same as what we touched on here, but a bit more structured. So yeah, if you see me posting out and just saying how to attract new customers 24/7 for free, which is genuinely what we're doing. So I'm going to come on and do a little talk about that. We'll bring some of your questions on and discuss it. But yeah, those of you that are in, head into the Facebook community group over there, the new one. It'll be a bit bare at the minute, although starting to fill up. And I will see you on Monday the 10th and get these YouTube channels going.
Yeah.
Brian's coming through again. Come on. I know Brian's been working hard on his new channel, so that'll be exciting to see. And Brian, are you still doing your you were doing at least one a week, I believe. All right. Enjoy your delayed dinner. Thank you very much, Maggie. I'm ready for it. We'll see you tomorrow. All the best, guys. Thank you so much.